Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and welcome back guys to another video. And this is a much needed video, this one guys. I had a trip out with my good friend Ewstar Gamer, Alex, to the London Gamer Market. So this is my video on the London Gaming Market, July 2023, and what a social event it was guys. So there we go, there's a bit of video footage there of the London Gaming Market, July 2023, and guys, this couldn't have come round at a better time for me personally, on a personal level. You guys know what I'm going through, some of the struggles I'm facing at the moment, and a bit of an update on that is my mum has come through her surgery really well. So many people have reached out, whether that be through YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, messages, comments on posts. It's been tremendous guys. Your support has really helped me, and this is why I love this hobby so much, this retro gaming hobby. Whether you be a collector or a gamer or anything to do with retro games, this couldn't have come at a better time for me personally. The social aspect of this event was tremendous. I got to speak to so many people on a personal level and just on a gaming level, you know, just chatting games. That's what it's all about for me, these London Gaming Markets, and this one did not disappoint guys. I met so many people. I'm going to apologise right now if I missed anyone, because like I said, there were so many there. I'm going to pop pictures up here, there and everywhere on the day, and I'm going to share with you guys the pickups I got. I got some lovely bits and pieces. Wow, there was some great stuff there. But let's start with the social aspect of it, because this is the medicine that Sega Zombie needed. It's lifted me no end to spend a fabulous day in London with some tremendous people. And let's start that off with Alex Ewstar Gamer. Mate, the amount you do for me, mate, I'm just so grateful. He drove all the way down from Norfolk, came and picked me up and took me to the London Gamer Market. Al, you're a true friend, mate, and it was great to spend the day with you again. We chat no end, and that's going to be a theme throughout this video, is the sheer volume of talking I did with so many people. This is a guy that's been trapped in his own mind for a number of weeks now, and it was just good to let it all out and just have a tremendous day. Also met Martin, the Hobby Lodge. It's always great to catch up with Martin and his boy. You know, he's a fantastic guy, as Martin, and yeah, he got some really nice stuff. And also my good friend Sinisteve, he was there. He didn't hang around for too long. He was there sort of like early doors. And then my giant of a friend, the gentle giant that is Champion 2D Rob. It's always a pleasure, my brother, to see you and have a great chat. You know, Rob's knowledge of games is just second to none, and his passion just really shines through for everything 2D. You know, it's just unbelievable, and it was great to walk around the event with you, Rob. Also, another Rob, Gurnaldinihoplays. Again, there's going to be pictures of selfies and God knows what going up. But, you know, as we know with Gurnaldinihoplays, he doesn't capture well on footage, just those hands. But always great to catch up with Gurnaldinho. We also had, I've written them all down, guys, my mind, I'm getting old. We also had Brian Beaps. You know, often I'll see Brian at the London Gamer Markets, but we don't ever get to chat for too long. And the one thing of note this time round is it was not as busy as it normally is. Yes, it was still busy at times, but nowhere near canned sardine levels of busyness. There was never a time when I felt I was being crushed or too close to somebody. It was definitely a drop in footfall this time round, but it was great to meet Brian Beaps and his son. And stalling out there, the one and only TootyUk, Stu. It was great to catch up with Stu because I've not spoke to Stu for a while, and we had a big long chat about all things retro. And he was down with his good mate Daz, and they were stalling out. They had some great stuff. I actually did get a purchase off Tooty, which I'll show later in the video. Also, it was really nice to talk to Kim Justice. Yeah, Kim was there, and we talked a lot about Sega and dead IP and IP that they should bring back. And there's a big group of us. There was Champion 2D Rob, Ewstar Gamer, Rob Gurnaldinho, Tooty. There was a big crowd of us all talking to Kim for quite a while. And yeah, we talked Sega lots and all about remaking games and the success of Streets Rage 4. Will there be another? Our wish list of would love to see a remake of Golden Axe, and it was a tremendous little chat. That really enjoyed that, so thank you, Kim. And also I had a really personal chat with Japanese Alan. Now I haven't seen Alan or Scottish Alan for a while, and it was great. He come over, we had a hug, he talked to me quite a bit about the challenges I'm going through, and it was really nice for him to reach out like that and chat to me. And again, myself, I bought a game for Ewstar Gamer, but I'm not going to give that away. And Alex bought a game off him too, and he done us a tremendous deal. But I wanted to get Ewstar Gamer a gift for, you know, all that he does for me, so I got him a game, but I'm sure he's going to talk about that in his video. So yeah, it was great to see Japanese Alan. And then there are a couple of local lads that come into the shop. I've got to know them through the retro realm, and that's Alan and his son. Sorry, I never remember names. I can't remember Alan's son, but they were there stalling out. Again, had a right mixed bag. There is a bit of footage of those. Two, selling, hard selling their goods. So it was really great to catch up with those guys. Rich King Retro, I didn't get to speak to him because he was always busy But again, he had a real mixture of retro goodness on his stall. Everything from the 8-bit micros all the way through the generations. So it was good to see Rich King Retro there again. And Dahl, I've not seen Dahl in a couple of years now. The retro godfather, old school YouTuber. It was great to have a catch up with him too. And also Roger Cantor. He's always a staple at the London Gamer Market. So it was good to catch up with him too. But yeah, it was just such a great social event, and there were some real magical moments. I remember a time when we're sitting in the beer garden just outside the complex, the hotel where it's all held at. Champion 2D Rob looked on his phone and see that he had passed the 1,000 subscriber target. You know, he's hit 1,000 subscribers. He was really chuffed. He mentioned that Callum, the Retro Ghetto, had shouted him out in a video, and that's pushed him past that 1,000 subs. So that was a tremendous moment. A bit of history made there. Memory that I'm sure Champion 2D Rob will forever cherish. You know, that was a great memory. There was lots and lots to talk about. But let's start with some of the pickups, shall we, guys? Now, first up, now these are items that I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep for myself or sell on in the retro round. This is like a 50-50. I bought these in mind. I haggled the guy down, got a great price. This was right at the end of the day. But I'm going to show these first. And this is original 1992 Kenner Aliens figures. All still carded. And this one is the Scorpion Alien. Ignore those prices on there. They were obviously the original prices from his shop or something like that. But these I love the 90s artwork on these. But yeah, we've got that one now. And then we've got Drake also. Again, for the age of these, 1992 guys, these aren't bad. Some are sort of like aged better than others, but we've got another alien now, and that is the Gorilla Alien. Let me know, guys, in comments, did you collect these back in the 90s? This is what's so great about the 90s toys, wasn't it? Is that adult films like Aliens were turned into a toy range. And we had a good old chat about this with the seller and Champion 2D Rob again, telling us all that this was actually going to be a cartoon. So that's why the figures come out. There's also an Aliens arcade game that is very similar artwork to this. The Ripley character especially looks straight out of a cartoon. But yeah, we've got the wild boar alien there. And then we've got Hicks. You've got to have Hicks, ain't ya? Marines, we are leaving! Oh yeah, I do love a bit of Aliens. And then we've got the Snake Alien. And what's really cool, it's got the original Asda hard goods price sticker there. $6.99, look at that. But yeah, the Snake Alien. And then finally, as I was talking about there, we've got Ripley. So, you know, it's nearly a full set. It's not far off. There's a lot there. But like I said, guys, I'm not sure whether these are going to stay in the collection or whether I'm going to move them on. I might need to move them on to replace some funds, because I did buy a few bits, which me and Al on the way there, me and Alex on the way there, we were saying, what are we looking out for, each of us? What are we going to keep our eyes out for? And we both went in there kind of not knowing what we wanted. We both kind of said, not looking for anything in particular, just whatever takes our fancy. And boy, it didn't disappoint. There was some great stuff there. If you're a Mega Drive collector, there was Wily Wars there. There was some real big hitting Mega Drive games. There was Havoc. I know Alex, Ewstar Gamer, was tempted with that one. There was the Dreamcast watch, which I have in the collection already, but that was there. That was commanding £400. There were some beautiful NES games there, and some Famicom. There was some really, really stellar stuff. But I did note at this event, this market, the prices on a lot of the stalls were top end. I mean, really top money. But you've got to haggle, and that's the theme throughout this video, is you've got to haggle. The Aliens figures, the guy wanted quite a high price for them. I haggled him down. We negotiated a deal and I got a good price on those right at the end, because I'll always have that last look round at the end to see what's still floating about and what you think you can get a bargain on. But another purchase, and a brand new purchase, this one, was there was a stall there. Now I'm not sure if it was Wave Studios or not, and we spoke to the guy for quite a while, but they were selling the Debug magazine, which is a new sort of indie magazine coming out, and they had loads of the Wave Studio published games, and I had to pick this up. I've been meaning to get it for a while, and that's Shadow Gangs on the Dreamcast. Now if you're a fan of Shinobi, you're gonna love this game. And I played the demo on the Sega Powered magazine a while back, and it's just one of those games that I keep forgetting to get, and because it was there in the flesh, I picked it up and I grabbed it, guys. So we've got Shadow Gangs, and don't he look like Freddie Mercury? So yeah, we'll place that there. Oh, the game I've been playing a lot of, and that's why I saw it in the background, guys, is Gynog. Loving Gynog at the moment. Really one of my favourite Mega Drive games of all time. And as I mentioned, TootyUk, I had to buy something off Tooty, didn't I? And this is one of my nostalgic NES games, and that is Punch-Out! Tooty done me an absolutely tremendous price on this, so I'm not going to say what that is, but he knocked me a considerable amount of money off. And he said he's upgraded his copy, but this is still really nice, guys. Ultimately, this might be a placeholder because I really want Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, because that's the one I had growing up. But Punch-Out there. And like I said, the box is in really nice condition. This one doesn't have a manual, so I'm on the hunt out for the Punch-Out manual. But the cartridge, the sleeve, it's all in there in lovely condition. It's been a while since I picked up a NES game. We're getting really close now to that nostalgic shelf of NES. There's just a few more titles I need, so I'm really happy to add that to the collection. And thank you so much, Tooty, for the fantastic deal on that, mate. It's really good to catch up with you because we haven't spoke for so long. That was really good. And then moving on to the next game. Now this was like an upgrade, as you will, and this was off Console Passion. And I managed to creep him down a little bit. He was asking £65 for this game. He done it for 60, and this is Super Airwolf. Now, those of you that are into your Mega Drive, especially Japanese and Genesis collectors out there, this was only released Japanese under the name Super Airwolf. And I've always wanted this version of the game. It's in fantastic condition, guys. Like I said, £60 paid for this one. But I'm hoping to get me money back because I own the Genesis version of Super Airwolf, which is called Crossfire. So I'll be looking to move this one on. And this one's mint as well, guys. In absolutely fantastic condition. But yeah, this has got the Airwolf music. Obviously, it's branded Airwolf. Who doesn't love Airwolf from the 80s if you grew up then? You know, what a fantastic TV show. And that's an upgrade. But when I see it there, I thought, do you know what? I've got to get a Mega Drive game. There was some tasty games there. I saw some lovely Japanese games, especially on Alan's stall. It was mental how many games he had just in boxes that were worth hundreds of pounds. But, you know, I was on a budget, guys. There's no way I could afford the hundreds of pounds for the Mega Drive games I needed. And I thought £60 for Super Airwolf was really good. But now we get on to the last grab from the market, and you know, I was really pleased when this game surfaced. I couldn't believe it, and this was I'll put a bit of footage up now. This was independent sort of guy. He wasn't a reseller or done it as a business. He was selling and thinning out his personal collection. He was a really nice guy. I can't remember his name. We chatted a while, and he had Bad Omen, which you might see that in the footage for the Japanese Mega Drive. He had a great price on it, and then halfway through the day he reduced his prices by 10%, and he had some really good bargains. A number of us bought a lot of games from him, and the one game that leaped out for me, and I thought, I love this Sega series. I'm not an avid collector for the Game Boy Advance, but I had to get it. because of what it is, and it's the Pinball of the Dead, guys. What a game. In the protector, really nice quality protector, this one. £40 paid for this. He knocked me a little bit off, but look at the condition, guys. This is in fantastic condition, and this was quite a debate, quite a conversation piece. I think champion 2D Rob, because he didn't get there till later in the day, and I got this kind of first thing, was gutted. He couldn't believe I picked this up and the condition of it and the price. He said I got this for an absolute steal. This is the American release. I do know it is a limited PAL release, and that can command really high money. But even for the American release, this is a great price to pay. So there is bargains to be had at the London Gamer Market, and this was one of them. Kim Justice. I showed this to Kim, and she couldn't believe that this was a game that she'd never heard of. She had never played Pinball of the Dead, so I said I hope that had inspired her to go and play this game, because this isn't a bad game at all, and it looks really good on the Game Boy Advance. I have played it previously.
Look that! Who could do such a thing?
But this is in fantastic condition, guys. It's got all the leaflets in there. Look how crisp that manual is. Crispy, crispy, fresh. In beautiful condition. It's even got more, and it's got the original Toys R Us receipt in it. Wow. Would they have sold an American game? Now explain this one to me, guys. An American game being sold in a UK Toys R Us. This cost £40. It's really faded. I'm trying to read it here. Is that pounds? Cash 40. No, it's not. This is American. I take that back. I can see New York on there. So this was $40 in Toys R Us in New York. How cool is that? We've got the precautions booklet there as well. And, which is really cool, we have the Pinball of the Dead mini poster. Look at that. So this has got to be my buy of the day. Absolutely chuffed to bits to own this. Oh, there's the cartridge and the card. Cartridge is in fantastic condition. Still got the little bag it originally came in. Beautiful condition. So there we go. I think this was the buy of the day, guys, for me personally. The Pinball of the Dead. I believe this is the last sort of standalone House of the Dead game I need for the collection now. I think there's a couple of variants, like I need the PS2 release of Typing of the Dead. But apart from that, I've got every single House of the Dead game released. So I'm really pleased with that. Definitely, I think it was my first purchase of the day and my best purchase of the day. What a fantastic time. Guys, let me know in comments. Did you go to the London Gamer Market? I want to know what bargains you managed to get. What lovely, juicy retro games you picked up. And have you been to any of these markets across the country before? I'd love to know your memories. Another memory I want to share with you really quickly, guys. I almost forgot about this. Is I'm going to put a picture of it up now. I wish I got some footage of this. This is the SEGA Robo Pitcher. Now, there was a really funny moment when I was talking to the guy selling it, and I was asking him, does it work well? What's it like, you know? And he said, well, I've got no batteries in it, but he says I can manually launch the ball at you. What would you like, the tennis racket or the baseball? I went for the tennis racket. I thought the ball was going to fire lower than it did. It shot up in the air and hit this poor innocent bystander on the top of the head. And it was hilarious. It was so funny. I think that was the item of the day at the Gamer Market. I really do. I really wanted to buy it. The guy was up for a haggle, but he had it marked up at 150 quid. And there was no way I could spend 150 quid on something that it's never going to be used. It's just one of those really unique items that you just never see. I never knew that existed until seeing it at the London Gamer Market, and I think that was my item of the day. That was absolutely superb. But guys, this has been the tonic I needed. It's really lifted my spirits. It's really helped. And to know that to get out there and socialise and talk to people, like-minded people, and have a fantastic day. It was great to speak with you all. I had a brilliant time. I can't wait until November for the next one. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunities to meet before then. But that's it for this video, guys. Until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.
Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie. Sega